For the past 27 years, I've worked with thousands of individuals and aspiring entrepreneurs and helping them, coach them and guide them, try to help them discover the life they desire and frankly, the life they deserve. What I've found is that there's a common underlying psychological issue that most people have, which is why most people struggle financially. It's not education, it's not information, it's not their upbringing, it's not their parents, it's not the schools they went to, none of that stuff. It's all right here. Stay with me, you do not want to miss this. This likely the main reason you are struggling, not only in your financial life, but in your overall life as well. Hi, welcome to another edition of Wired for Wealth, guiding you to achieve lasting financial freedom and peace of mind. I'm your host, John MacGregor, your antidote to your financial struggles. And before we start, don't forget, ring that bell below and hit subscribe. You do not want to miss future episodes. I'm loaded with some good stuff right now that I'm sharing that's getting a lot of traction and stuff that I'm speaking on at conferences and so forth. So, all right, so let's dig in. So, the number one reason people struggle financially, and I'm just going to stick financially, right? This will also apply to other areas of your life, your career, relationships, your health, and everything else. It boils down to your belief system. Most people have a harmful and self-destructive belief system that is running constantly in the background of their mind. Your subconscious is in your subconscious mind, or I call it your unconscious mind, because you're not even aware that it's going on. Your unconscious mind controls 95% of how you act, how you behave, how you think, and ultimately who you become. That subconscious mind running in the background like a computer program is dictating all of your behaviors. And research tells us that 70% of our subconscious mind is disempowering. Actually, it's hurting us. It's working against us. And that's leading to stress and anxiety, making bad financial decisions, poor relationships, lack of productivity, and bad health. So 95% of your subconscious mind is controlling your entire life and ultimately your destiny. Well, what comprises your subconscious mind? That's right, it's your beliefs. Your beliefs. And by the time we reach about 8 years old, research tells us, our belief system about the world is pretty much hardwired. I mean, that's by the time you're 8, you've got a foundation of your beliefs already loaded. And a lot of these beliefs are from people and things that you've watched or things that you've seen, really shaping your mind in a very negative way. That's why within Thrive Path, what I teach, we start with beliefs, because beliefs are the number one obstacle in people's way that's preventing them from discovering the life that they want. It all starts with your beliefs. I mean, this is what I write about here in this book. By the way, I'm not promoting my book. There's no money in books, okay? Let me just tell you that. So, it's become a very popular read because it's all true stories about people's belief systems that have really destroyed their lives. And the whole overarching theme of this book is that learning from people's successes is smart. Well, I guess I should tell you it's the top 10 reasons the rich go broke. Powerful stories that will transform your financial life forever. So although this book is about rich people and why and how they lost everything, this book really gets to the heart of why most people struggle financially. And again, it's all about your beliefs. So this book, the overarching theme is learning from people's successes is smart, right? We all do that. But learning from people's mistakes is genius. And again, I think that's why this is popular. And I would encourage you to pick it up because it really could open some things up in your mind that you had no idea what was holding it back. But the key of this, the key concept that I talk about in here is an acronym that I created. It's called the Bear Trap, BEAR. And this is the cycle that most people go through. The B starts for harmful beliefs. And again, research tells us that most of our beliefs are harmful, disempowering, and self-sabotaging, right? So once you have a limited or disempowering belief that's hardwired in your brain, running in your subconscious mind, that typically will lead to the E in Bear Trap. And that's a dreadful excuse to make, in this case, with your money. You justify based on that belief, and then you act on it with that excuse. Then the A is the action. That's the actual action you take with your money that is not in line with what's meaningful or your purpose or anything. And it all again starts with that B, the belief. And then lastly is the R, that's the result. That's the dreadful, harmful, catastrophic result as a result of that harmful belief. That's why it's so very important you change your beliefs. Because if you change your beliefs, you'll change your life forever. Your entire life, not just your financial life. And a great activity to do, and I would highly encourage you to do this, and we take a deep dive in my online program called Thrive Path, but something you may want to consider. Take out a piece of paper and write down all the beliefs you have about money. And I've heard them all, right? It's the root of all evil. I'll never get rich. The rich are greedy. The system's rigged. It's too complicated. I was never good at math. I never grew up with money. All these beliefs that are running in your mind that you think are true, when in fact they're not. They're just an opinion. In fact, they're not even an opinion you have. They're a lie that you've been telling yourself. So go ahead and take out a piece of paper and write down all the beliefs that you have around money. This is a really important exercise. This is the first step in you achieving the financial life you desire. Living life on your own terms, financial freedom and financial independence and financial peace of mind. All those taglines. This exercise, finding out the beliefs and challenging them, is super important. So write them all down, then ask yourself for each one, how or where did this belief come from? Or who did it come from, right? You may have discovered that this came a long time ago from somebody who really didn't have your best interest at heart. Or it came from someone you saw on television, or a celebrity, or a politician, or who knows where that belief came from. Because when you can be aware of where that belief comes, that could really open your mind to say, wait a minute, is that belief true? No, this is BS. I've been lying to myself. It's not too complicated. Money's not the root of all evil. It's not hard. I didn't need to be good at math. I didn't need to have a rich parent. No. So you can start challenging your beliefs. The next question I want you to ask, is that belief 100% true? Is that 100% true? That it's too, maybe your belief is it's too complicated. Is that 100% true? And really start testing yourself on this. Then the final question I want you to ask yourself is what your life would be like without that belief. What would your life look like? What would it feel like? Where would you be right now if you didn't have that belief running nonstop in your unconscious or your subconscious mind 24/7, 24 hours, 7 days a week, constantly dictating how to think, how to act, how to behave, dictating who you ultimately become. You know, Robert Kiyosaki, he's one of my closest friends, and I spent a lot of time at his house. And one time we were sitting in the kitchen and reading, as we always do, and he said, he yelled over, he's like, hey John, how many sides does a coin have? And without even thinking, I said 2 sides. He said, no, think again. I go, oh, the guy's trying to teach me something, right? So I thought about it a lot. In fact, I even pulled out a coin and I studied it. And I realized that a coin has 3 sides, right? Heads, tails, but also the edge, which is another side. And that's when he said, John, the more you could stay on the edge, I don't mean living dangerously, but the more you can be on the edge, the more you can see both sides of things and not stuck on one side. In other words, not stuck in your beliefs that have been driving you insane. So it's a really important visual to recognize, and start challenging the things you hear in the news. Start challenging what the media is telling you so you can start seeing both sides. It's a really important exercise. So I urge you, take out a piece of paper, write those beliefs down. Where did they come from? When did they come from? When did they come? Is it 100% true? And what would your life look like without that particular belief? This could be a real game changer of an exercise and well worth your time. So I hope that was helpful. I hope that at least opened your eyes to what potentially is holding you back, especially in today's environment where it's so chaotic. So much chaos is going on, so much fear and stress. I hear from people all around the world how stressed they are right now, given everything that's going on with inflation, the market volatilities, and the economy, and all this, the war stuff, and geopolitical tensions around the world. I mean, it's ugly out there. And so by becoming aware that your beliefs are not true and that you've been lying to yourself all this time, that could really open your eyes to a new set of possibilities. And when we believe there's a new set of possibilities, that will always lower stress and anxiety and will give us confidence going forward. So I'll end there with that. Again, hope that helped. Love to hear a comment from you in the chats, what you're thinking. What are some beliefs that you're dealing with that you maybe recently discovered or that you know you have that are holding you back? I'm telling you, your success is all right here. You just need to, you need to run that anti-negative belief software program, you know, that spyware program, right? There's nothing wrong with you physically, nothing. It's just you've got some beliefs that are holding you back that aren't true at all. So all in there. Got some resources on my website that you can download immediately. Really helpful to start your journey to financial freedom right now. Also, I mentioned my online course, Thrive Path. It is a game changer, and it'll really help you overcome the mental challenges that are holding you back, and then give you a pathway, guidance to move you forward, to discover the life that you truly desire. So with that, upward and onward, take care. Bye-bye.